Wow, you got money to spare for a trip abroad, huh? You might end up leaving the company, you know. He says I might end up leaving the company.
Can you hand me the phone?
It's been a while since I've taken a trip like this. My name is Keiichi Sato. I work at Tokimeki Corporation, an FA equipment manufacturer. Oh, it's a call from Chief Mori. Mr. Mori is my boss. Hello? Sorry about this. I know it's your day off. Oh, yeah, actually, since it's the New Year's holidays, I'm going on a trip abroad. You said your sales numbers have been struggling, but you've got money to spare for a trip abroad, huh? If you can't keep up with the new president's policies, you might end up leaving the company, you know. Huh? You heard right. Next week there's a meet and greet for the incoming president. And from what I've heard, there's a rumor that the company's policies are going to change completely. So here's the thing. According to that rumor, anyone with lackluster sales performance might get the boot. He says I might end up leaving the company.
Can you hand me the phone? Mr. Mori, what exactly did you just say?
What? Is that President Nagisa's voice?
What you just said, as you yourself mentioned, it's all just rumors, right? First of all, I never said anything about downsizing. So where exactly did that come from?
Well, no. It's just a rumor, so I don't really... The Vice President, Iwata, said it too.
I see.
More importantly, why are you with Keiichi?
I was planning to announce it after the meet and greet, but he's my fiancé.
Fiancé? We were classmates, and we reconnected at this company. After that, we started dating, and we're planning to register our marriage soon. That's why I've been keeping it under wraps until then. I see.
Our relationship isn't important right now. I'm more concerned about what you said earlier. You're in a position to guide your employees, yet you're making statements that stir up anxiety.
I'm sorry. I was just a little worried. I thought I'd give my underperforming subordinates a push.
I wouldn't recommend that approach. After we get back from our trip, I'll investigate thoroughly where this rumor came from. So I can count on your cooperation, right?
Yes, of course. Excuse me.
If there are rumors going around, I need to do what I can to reassure everyone.
You're right, but it's also true that my sales numbers are bad.
Keiichi, you take care of each client. I see how hard you're working. Your efforts will definitely be rewarded someday.
Thank you. I'll work hard so I won't be embarrassed standing next to you. And a few days later, the new president's meet and greet was held in front of the employees.
From now on, we'll be introducing new machinery. So it really was true that they're going to keep bringing in cutting-edge new machines.
Which means that downsizing rumor might be...
To keep up with the times, I think we should take on new challenges. You're all excellent people who have supported this company for years. Let's all keep working hard together, as a team. If you have any concerns or opinions, don't hesitate to share them with me.
I guess the downsizing rumor was just a rumor after all.
I wonder...
Seems like the rumors had spread pretty widely, and some people are still feeling anxious.
Mr. Mori told us that if we follow his methods, we won't have to leave the company. But the new president doesn't seem to be doing any downsizing at all.
Well, that was just a rumor, you know.
Then why did you say those things? You must have known how anxious that would make us.
If you follow my methods, your sales numbers will improve. That's all I wanted to say. Iwata. And Nagisa too. What brings you here?
Even though I've become president, I want to hear what's happening on the ground. And I haven't completely dispelled the employees' anxieties either.
That's right. Nagisa needs to really see what's happening on the ground. Then she can work on growing this company. If you ever feel unsure, you can always count on me. And when that happens, I can take over. Just kidding, of course.
I appreciate your concern.
You're going to introduce new machinery, right? Leave it to me.
Haha, that's Mori for you. I have high expectations for you. Now then, I have a proposal, if I may.
A proposal?
If we're introducing new machinery, we'll need new parts and components. So I'm thinking of finding new subcontractor factories. And I want to put Mori in charge of that.
Wait a minute. I agree with finding new subcontractor factories, but what happens to the factories we currently have contracts with?
I'm concerned about that too. What are your thoughts?
Honestly, we should cut contracts with all the smaller old factories.
What?
We have to make rational decisions here.
As I mentioned before, I'm against cutting ties with factories that supported us for years. They've answered our unreasonable requests many times, and we've gotten this far because of them.
I agree with President Nagisa. But it would be faster to find factories that can make the new parts, rather than make unreasonable demands on our current factories. First, I think we should explain the situation to the people at the factories we currently have contracts with, and continue contracts with those who are willing to work with us.
Who's going to do those negotiations? Mori will be busy looking for new factories.
That's...
Can you let me handle it?
Keiichi? Can't remember the last time he voiced his own opinion like this.
If it doesn't work out, all your time might be completely wasted. Are you still going to do the negotiation work? It won't be wasted. I'll make sure of that. So please, let me handle those negotiations. I want to continue having good relationships with the factories that have done business with us for so many years. Besides, if we just casually end contracts when we get a new president, no one would want to work with us if we do things like that.
He does have a point.
Mori didn't rate this guy's performance very high, and this is bound to be a huge pain. But if he wants to do it that badly, fine, we'll let him handle it.
Thank you.
However, honestly, I think this will be a tough assignment, and depending on your results, contracts with the factories might end. Are you really going to take responsibility for this?
I'll do it.
Then you have 2 months for negotiations. Any factory you can't reach an agreement with by then will have their contract terminated. Understood?
Yes.
Mori, let's talk about what happens next. Just the 2 of us.
Yes, sir.
Are you okay with this, Keiichi?
I didn't think I had it in me to speak up like that, so my hands are shaking a little. But I really don't like the idea of cutting old factories that have stuck with us for years. And I don't want people to think that now that you're president, the approach has changed and we only care about new clients.
Hey, we've been working together since we started, but I don't think I ever heard you speak up like that before. But I feel the same way as you.
Me too. So if you run into any trouble, let us know. We'll help.
Me too. I don't hate Chief Mori and Vice President Iwata's rational approach, but it's painful when they only evaluate results, and I understand that feeling.
Thanks, everyone. I'll definitely come to you guys if anything comes up.
Okay.
And by upgrading the current factory system, we can expect even greater efficiency than before. How about implementing our system? Tsubasa, I appreciate the offer, but we're discussing contracts with new factories rather than our current ones. So I'm sorry. Thank you for hearing me out, even though I came by without an appointment. Now, if you'll excuse me. 2 weeks later.
I heard about this beforehand, but making new parts at our factory is looking pretty difficult. But if our contract with Tokimeki Corporation ends, our factory will...
You can make the new parts themselves, but you're at full capacity just manufacturing the current parts, right?
Oh, what if we focused on making just the new parts? If we did that...
Just the new parts. I see. If that happens, the utilization rate will drop. What should I do?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm asking for too much. Honestly, our factory is pretty small, so I know the contract might have to end.
Don't say that.
Keiichi, you've always listened to us properly and given us all the support we could ask for. So I don't want to trouble you. I want to protect the factory, but there's nothing we can do about this.
Wait a minute.
President Nagisa? And who's the man next to you?
He's my brother.
Your brother? It's nice to finally... Shut up. I haven't approved of you yet. No, I didn't mean to say. Nagisa, you're the best little sister in the world. You look wonderful today, too.
Tsubasa is a little too doting on me. It's so annoying. I haven't introduced him yet, but...
So that's why she was so against me meeting her brother. But why is her brother... Tsubasa, why are you here? Because this factory has so much potential. I just happened to run into Nagisa there.
Potential?
Forgive me, my lady. That was rude of me to say. I go around looking at different places, and when I think there's room for growth, I make my proposals. I've been interested in this factory for a while. How about implementing the system I created? I'm sure I can help you.
Huh?
If you use my system well, I can guarantee you'll manufacture double what you do now.
Double?
My brother acts like a buffoon, but his skills as a systems engineer are second to none. The other day, he apparently came to my company without an appointment. Mori said it wasn't needed, so they didn't sign a contract.
I see.
He should have just talked to me about it.
Even if you're the world's cutest little sister, that's a no. I want to approach factories and companies where I genuinely see merit. I'm not just gonna help out because you're my sister. That kind of thinking is nonsense.
Well, that's true, but...
So, how about it? Would you like to implement our system?
Well, let me hear more.
After that, they signed a contract with Tsubasa. With the unexpected appearance of her brother, things began to move in a big way.
About the new machinery, it malfunctions more often than before, and the number of calls to support is off the charts.
Another complaint call. I apologize. We'll get you new machinery right away.
This machinery is really okay, right?
There's nothing wrong with the machinery itself. However, the subcontractor factory making the parts has changed a bit. Their support system might not be very well established. We'll make sure to communicate properly.
What? The factory changed.
Yes, that's correct.
We trust Tokimeki Corporation's machinery. That includes you and the factories making the machinery. But I didn't know the factory had changed. There's no legal obligation to report it. But I wish you'd talk to me about this.
I'm sorry for not being more considerate.
We have long relationships, not just with you, but with the people at the factories supplying parts. When there were malfunctions before, they responded immediately.
I see.
We'll discuss introducing the new machinery internally. I think that's all we have to talk about today.
Wait. This is bad. We found a new factory, but at this rate... And after the promised 2 months...
90% of the factories are continuing their contracts.
Keiichi, what kind of magic did you use?
It's thanks to everyone at the factories, and Tsubasa's company that implemented the system.
The remaining 10% ended their contracts of their own free will, which means you saved every factory you could save.
President Nagisa...
Wow, that's quite impressive.
Yeah, really. As expected of my #1 subordinate.
Vice President Iwata, the new factories you found have cheap contract prices, but there are so many mistakes, delivery delays, and as a result, we're losing clients.
Really? I wish Mori would learn from Keiichi.
What?
About the new subcontractor factory Chief Mori found, they want to end the contract by the end of this month.
End of the month?
Ugh, they were an unreliable factory to the very end.
No, you can't just leave it at that.
Huh?
The end of this month is only a little over a week away. How do you plan to fill that gap?
Mori, find a replacement factory immediately.
Of course. If you rush to find a contract partner, won't we just end up repeating the same thing?
He's right. Besides, the only thing that was cheap was the contract price. There were so many mistakes and defects that client requested repairs multiple times. And in the end, the costs for the new factory were higher than expected, right?
I was wrong this time. Let's continue contracts with our previous factories.
That's right.
This isn't something that ends with yes, you're right. We should actually discuss how to fill that gap.
Well...
President Nagisa, if we ask everyone at the factories, I think we can fill the gap. Oh, I knew we thought alike, Keiichi. That's a great idea.
At first, you made it sound like it wouldn't work out, and now you're suddenly changing your tune?
It feels like you only evaluate based on the end results. If we're talking about this month's sales numbers, Keiichi's were higher than yours.
I was busy finding a new factory.
That guy Tsubasa apparently pitched to Chief Mori too, but he turned him down, saying he didn't need it.
But when they implemented the system, it worked out. And the new factory's contract is ending this month. I'm going to have you two take proper responsibility for all of this.
What?
Clients lost trust in us, and in the end, you created chaos for the company and the employees.
I understand.
Vice President Iwata and Chief Mori, please come to the president's office after this. Let's discuss what happens next.
I never thought things would turn out like this.
Vice President Iwata, I also have some questions regarding the rumors.
The rumors? You mean about the downsizing? What?
I never talked about downsizing. Yet Vice President Iwata repeatedly advised me that we should downsize. That became a rumor among some employees and spread throughout the company. As Vice President, you're supposed to protect everyone. And yet, I need to talk to you about that too.
Yes.
And after that, Vice President Iwata, who had been entrusted with negotiating contracts with new factories and cost management, was sued for breach of his outsourcing contract and duty of care. In accordance with the contract terms, he was ordered to pay damages. I expected the demotion and transfer, but the stares from everyone are too much. I'm home. Huh? Divorce papers?
After that, I tried to start my own company, but it didn't work out in the end. All I have left is debt. Oh.
As for us, from now on, I'll always be by your side.
Of course. I'm never letting you go.
Enjoyed the video?
Then smash that like button and subscribe.